Team investigation.
A local religious leader at the center of a criminal investigation is fighting back in an unusual way.
He is suing some of the people he's accused of scamming, claiming they still owe him money. IT reporter Randy Travis is here now with the new developments in the case of the Hindu Temple of Georgia. Randy?
Russ, Amanda, last summer our undercover investigation exposed what's really going on inside the colorful temple just off Jimmy Carter Boulevard. We found temple leaders focused on collecting big money from the curious. So take a guess as to why they were in court again.
They say you're a fraud. What do you have to say about that?
But the man who considers himself a living God had nothing to say as he and his priests marched into the Gwinnett Justice Center once again.
Why are you suing these folks?
For nearly a year, the I-Team has investigated the Hindu Temple of Georgia and its charismatic founder, a Swami by the name of Annamalai, who prefers a loftier, if confusing, title.
I go by the name Dr. Commander.
In his free magazine distributed across the country, Dr. Commander Selvam advertises a holy solution for virtually any problem, listing marriage, medical malpractice, cancer, black magic, and evil power as some of his specialties. When we visited with a hidden camera last summer, the Swami boasted of millions of followers, eager for his services and blessings.
So you cannot buy blessing, you cannot buy the happiness, you need to create the happiness.
But unlike many pious Hindu leaders, our investigation found Mr. Annamalai lived in the Sugarloaf Country Club, drove fancy cars, all while charging followers thousands of dollars for prayers and rituals. And as for those supposed millions of followers, we routinely noticed only a handful of cars in his weed-strewn parking lot. Gwinnett police eventually filed criminal charges, accusing Dr. Commander of credit card fraud and practicing medicine without a license. In one case, he sent a bag of holy jelly and viper sand to an ailing New Jersey woman, then allegedly ran up her credit card with $13,000 of unauthorized charges. The Swami made bond, and the Hindu Temple of Georgia remains open today. Rather than focusing on his defense strategy, Dr. Commander has gone on the attack, suing some of his alleged victims and at least 20 other former clients, demanding they pay him money he says he's owed.
You're dealing with the criminal system on one hand and the civil system on the other hand, and the left hand probably does not know what the right hand is doing.
Mark Scott represents 10 of those former believers, many of them out of state, but sued in Gwinnett County by temple leaders.
They're counting on other people not showing up and being able to get a default judgment.
Not this couple.
Just these two?
75-year-old Rao Tamala and his wife Kasuma flew in from Houston, Texas for the trial. Last year, concerned about an estranged son, they gave Dr. Commander their American Express number over the phone to get a horoscope reading. The price, $251. Instead, the temple charged another $7,100 for a prayer ritual similar to the one we saw during our undercover visit.
I said, Mr. Selvam, we are senior citizens on Social Security, fixed income. We can't afford. That is a lot of money.
He says he never authorized the charge and disputed it with American Express.
Hindu Temple of Georgia is the only Hindu temple in North America which is specialized in the spiritual healings. So that's why this temple has got a national followers.
On the witness stand, Dr. Commander insisted the $7,100 was a fair price because he had to pay 5 priests $650 each for the roughly 2-hour service, plus lots of other expenses, like materials to throw into the fire.
He came to me to get my help. I really want to help him. Even outside of the door also I wanted to help him. I want to settle it. Still I want to bless this couple. I want them to be happy.
Oh, they're happy all right. The judge ruled in their favor, ordering Dr. Commander to pay the Houston couple $900, a portion of the money that the credit card company would not refund. He left the courtroom without his trademark smile. We found 2 more smiles right here.
They dragged us here, and I was glad to face Mr. Selvam in the court. I am glad the court decided in our favor.
And so we came all the way to prove that our innocence and we were right and they are wrong.
Well, the temple's attorney had no comment after the trial. Several more similar lawsuits are scheduled to be heard tomorrow in Gwinnett County. You know, there are no written contracts in any of these cases. In this case right here, Judge Michelle Knight ruled that the oral contract was unenforceable because all sides didn't understand the terms of the deal. So she threw out the case, and she sounds like she was ready to throw it out before any testimony was heard, because she realized that, again, nobody really understood the terms of the contract. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with these other cases tomorrow, much similar cases to what we saw last week.
Again, these are civil cases. What about the criminal case against Dr. Commander?
The cases have not been presented to the grand jury yet. So right now he just has some criminal charges. I think there are three alleged victims in those cases, and as from what I understand, the police are still looking at possibly adding some more charges.
All right, we'll see what happens next.
Okay.
Thanks, Randy.
Randy, thanks.
Pulse of Atlanta's traffic.